Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about Taken, and this movie is directed by Pierce Morel, if I pronounced that correctly, and it stars Liam Neeson. And I've seen this movie a few times before, and I remember liking it, which is why I decided to revisit the movie. But unfortunately, this most recent viewing, I didn't really enjoy the movie. And ultimately, what this movie was to me was just a more boring, tame version of John Wick. That's all it really felt like to me, and the action wasn't very good. There were way too many cuts, and it wasn't like shaky cam nonsense, and sometimes you could kind of tell what was going on, but most of it wasn't engaging, and that mostly has to do with the fact that none of the characters are likable. The only big positive I have for this movie is I thought Liam Neeson did a pretty good job, and I was convinced by his performance, and he was the best part of the movie, and he does his best with what he has to work with. Before I continue, I do have to mention that I watched the theatrical cut, not the unrated cut, so this came with two versions, and I just decided to mention that in case anyone was curious about that. And ultimately, I don't think it would have made much of a difference because more violence wouldn't make the movie any better. Would it make me like the characters more? No. Would it make the story more compelling? Probably not. Would it make the action better? Probably, maybe. If it was bloodier, I might have enjoyed it more, but the basic elements to make a good action movie for me were just not here. And like I said, the action wasn't good, and I didn't like the characters. The music is awful. It just sounded like stock music, and it really did not complement the film at all. And the characters are pretty annoying. Like, just about every character in this movie is just the stupidest character you could write. And they have almost nothing to them, and they barely develop any of these characters. And the only character who is given any characterization is Liam Neeson, and you get something with him. Okay, I get a good understanding of what he's trying to do, and it's well established within the first 20 minutes, and you get what he wants. But beyond that, the rest of the characters, nothing. Like his daughter, Kim, she was so annoying, and she was just so stupid. And the actor, Maggie Grace, I didn't think she did a good job in this movie. I really did not buy her performance. And she was the weakest part of the whole movie for me, as far as the acting goes. And there were also some imagination sequences, like Liam Neeson just imagining what happened when his character's daughter was kidnapped, and they do this weird effect, like this artificial slowing down where you just have less frames, and it was kind of annoying, that in and of itself. But also the way it was shown, you kind of see the kidnapper's face, kind of, and in doing that, it kind of spoils any potential surprise you might have later on in the film as to what these characters look like. It's why would you do that? And another thing that let me down about the story is that it's not just an action movie, it's also kind of a detective story, trying to piece together where the character Kim is, and it's not the worst thing ever. The problem is, I don't feel a sense of reward whenever we get one step closer to finding his daughter. I never felt as though, I'm learning something. It just felt this happened, that happened, and that mostly has to do with the fact that all the elements that didn't work for me that I mentioned already were affecting the movie already, and that's really why it didn't really work for me, is because I don't care. I don't feel a sense of reward. And this movie is only an hour and a half long, and it feels like it's way too long. How do you make an hour and a half movie feel too long? How's that even possible? And that's about all I have to say about Taken. It was unsatisfying, boring, and just really stupid, and I didn't connect with anything. The only thing that I liked was Liam Neeson, and the rest of the movie was just really boring, and I couldn't care less about what would happen throughout the entire film. And with all that being said, I'm going to give Taken a 4 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos. As always, if you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below you thought of Taken, and my social media links, they will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see you when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for The Whale. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.